Have you ever suffered from bullying, body shaming, or hate? Well, if you had, maybe you suffered from 70 people, max, among your life. But now, imagine that you receive it but from millions of people. This is the constant life of artists, and today, I'm going to talk to you about it. Every single artist has haters. Even Shawn Mendes. I know, hard to believe. There is actually no one that can escape from this. However, there are some cases when the hate is minimum, just one negative comment between millions of positive ones. But on the other hand, there are cases that are the other way around. There are tons of negative comments from people that don't even think how they can make them feel. These comments have caused in lots of artists anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Comments such as, if pigs could talk, they would sound like you. You're ugly and you should never be born. Your mom should have swallowed you. And I have to say that I chose really family-friendly comments because there are some others that are way worse and extremely aggressive. And now, you might think that if they are public figures, they should already know that they are going to receive these hate comments and learn how to deal with it. However, let's not forget they are humans too, and like the rest of us, these kind of comments hurt. But haters are not often the worst thing for artists, because if there is something that wins in the first place for some, it's harassment. Artists really often receive sexual comments from fans or even superiors. They have to stand multiple people following them as they walk, and sometimes even touching them where they are not supposed to, threats, and some including threats of death. I really don't want to think how it's like being over-sexualized, or that you can go for a bagel in peace because there are paparazzis all over the place and fans that are touching you. And yeah, I admit that one day I was waiting for Sean in the hotel that he and I stayed in, but I always did it with the maximum respect and trying not to encroach his privacy. But there's a key: knowing the limits. It's okay when fans want to be near them, hug them, talk to them. They are public figures and our idols. We admire them. And it's fine. It's fine as long as we respect them and remember that they need their space. Another thing artists have to deal with is criticism. Being on the center of the public eye makes it rare from all sides. Here are some examples of the critics they have to stand. The Cat said to Cynthia Erivo, "Dressed with most like to tell her bathroom with." David Edelstein from Vulture said, "Adam Sandler would piece up the screen if he thought he could get a laugh." Or another example, the constant critics towards Billie Eilish and her way of dressing, or towards Camila Cabello and her body type. And look, I understand that there are some critics that can help artists grow, like how they perform on a movie or on a show, etc., so that they can get better at it. But I think that it's never okay to mess with someone's appearance, sexuality, partner, body type, etc., or criticize in a really aggressive way. As I said before, they're humans too, and they have feelings. Sometimes we forget about this because they're famous and we don't have a direct relationship with them, and also because they only show one side of their lives. But as it is for the rest of us, when they hit on you, it hurts. It makes you feel afraid or anxious when someone is following you or stalks you. And it hurts when someone does not appreciate your work. I've always said that if you don't have something nice to say, just don't say it. They are just people that are following their dreams and their passions. They do not deserve to be hated on because of the person they are dating or their physical appearance. That is the least important part of them. Because at the end, the only thing that matters is their work, since it's the one that inspires and helps a lot of people.